Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee, and our next guest is an author, entrepreneur, influencer, speaker, and the CEO of Keeper of the Brand Marketing and Digital Agency. And she's right here today to speak about the Competitive Edge Conference that she's going to be hosting and to elaborate on how the work is building pathways to success for people in our community. So please welcome to the show, Donyshia Boston-Hill. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much, Bob. I am so excited to be here, especially with this topic of moving business forward.
Yeah, it's nice to see you. Talk about the topic. First, tell us a little bit about what you've been doing, because we haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, so it's so interesting. You know, the pandemic allowed Keeper of the Brand to pivot. So we went 100% virtual with a lot of live events to virtual events. And we produced over 381 events in the last year and a half. So one a day, two a day, sometimes three a day, depending on everything from webinars to conferences to, you know, girl time parties, you name it. It's been an interesting, couple of months.
Yeah. So how do you describe yourself and the brand?
Yes. So interesting. So, we're both, media folks. So my company's name was housed and birthed from Hot 97 and WBLS staff. Funkmaster Flex called me Keeper of the Brand. And 7 years ago, I launched a marketing agency with that name. And we haven't looked back yet. And so happy to be able to provide opportunities for multicultural, brands or people who want to access multicultural brands, and really just hit home on not only the African American market, but Hispanic market, and reach women of all shades and all melanin. And that's our expertise.
That's what I like too. Talk to us about the Competitive Edge conference, the big conference that's coming up.
So believe it or not, Bob, we were in at the Black Caucus about, this time of, before the pandemic with AARP, who was one of our clients. And, we were chatting with some of the reps that were on site from government agencies and authorities. And we kept hearing about the Competitive Edge. Now, it wasn't my first time, but I found out that they were actually looking for a new production company in the future. And so we went into the pandemic, and when this opportunity was presented, I just think back about how we were all there in Albany and this was given birth. So the Competitive Edge is in its 27th year. And for the first time, a woman of color, myself, will be producing this event. The agency, I'm super excited. Super excited.
Well, how does that feel, being the first African American woman to host this wonderful conference?
It is a lot of pressure. I hear the other company did a stellar job, but it's kind of nerve-wracking, but it's definitely a challenge. And
they did a fantastic job, but that's back there. Now it's you.
It is. And, the agencies, they are referring to the other company. And I'm like, well, this is how we move things forward virtually. And some of those agencies include the MTA, Battery Park City, Long Island Power Authority, New York City Housing Authority. These are major New York City and state agencies that have millions of dollars to help businesses grow.
I like it. Do you work with nonprofits?
We do work with nonprofits. We work with a lot of the chambers, and we have partnerships with the chambers to spread the word about the conference. So the conference is the Competitive Edge Conference. So it's for small businesses, minority-owned businesses, women-owned businesses, veteran-owned businesses, or any business that's maybe a disadvantaged business, and they are working to empower the community and place jobs in New York City and New York State.
Now, is it going to be hybrid? You're going to have people there, and it's going to be virtual also?
It's 100% 100% virtual this year. We're just still concerned about the Delta variant, the Lambda, you have Mu, and we want everyone to be healthy. And because we have blockbuster speakers I mean, Craig Robinson, who is
Yeah.
Michelle Obama's brother, he is our
Right.
keynote speaker for the awards luncheon. I mean, you
All
can't
right.
beat the lineup of guests that we have. I mean, we have A-listers that is waiting to do business with some small businesses out there, and they have the funding to do so.
All right. And so how's this going to look? How, you know, for those, give us like a quick sneak preview of how this is going to look when you put it on virtually.
Absolutely. So it's an 8:30 a.m. call. The virtual doors were open, and we end at 6 p.m. at night. But let me tell you, it sounds like a long day to be in front of a computer, but it will be fast paced and moving forward. So grab your pen, grab your pencil, or grab your iPad and note that we're providing you with information that will really put capital into your business, especially after a pandemic.
That's what's important.
That's what's important, Bob. So we'll have the virtual doors will open. We have keynote speakers that are opening the session, and every government agency that's doing business in New York, whether they focus on construction or goods or services or products that are being sold, will have either a workshop and or a panel to explain what opportunities are out there for business owners. And you'll have one-on-one time. So if you were at a convention center, you sit down in your auditorium, and then you go and you have one-on-one matchmaking with some of these businesses. You get a chance to pitch your business. So come ready with your elevator pitch and tell them why
everything ready.
Business. Absolutely.
Like bringing your business card to the game.
Yes, and you know how it is, Bob. So they're ready to. They're saying, "What do you need? Why should we do business with you?" And Bob, you're going to say, because I'm amazing. I've been in media for many years. This is my background. And this is how I can help your agency or authority grow. So any business out there, whether you're certified as a minority-owned business or not, if you're looking to do business with New York City and New York State, this is the place to be.
And I'm one of your grassroots consultants. That's how you're going to.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. We have so many, the Chamber of Commerce, the Queen's Chamber, the Long Island African American Chamber. We have Chamber of Commerces from all over the state that's really pushing the message about this conference. And we're so happy, Bob. Dr. Bob Lee is really pushing this message as well, because you're empowering small businesses to grow and move forward. That's
right. Where can we go to get more information on what you're doing?
They can reach www.competitiveedgeconference.com. That's competitiveedgeconference.com. They can follow us at Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. All the information is up there about the panels and how they can do business with the state of New York.
There you go. Donyshia Boston-Hill, CEO, keep up the brand, and host of the Competitive Edge Conference. It's going to be a wonderful thing. Lots of information. Bring your A game of ears and listening. You're going to learn a lot, and it can help you make a whole lot of money. Just like that. Thank you, Donyshia.
Thank you, Bob.
All right. We'll take a break. We've got more open on the way coming up next.